The cosmos whispers secrets to those who listen with an open heart, and today your guardian angels have drawn close with something profoundly important to share about the intricate tapestry of your past and the golden possibilities that await in your future. There exists a soul from your yesterday, someone whose presence once filled your world with promise, who now carries the heavy burden of regret for the pain they caused when they shattered your heart into what felt like 1,000 irreparable pieces. Your celestial guardians speak with gentle wisdom when they remind us that we are all imperfect beings navigating this earthly experience, each of us having made choices that we later wish we could undo. We are human, beautifully flawed and learning as we stumble through the complexities of love, connection, and relationship. There are often compelling reasons behind our actions, motivations that seem logical in the moment, yet sometimes the consequences ripple outward in ways we never intended or anticipated. The universe, in its infinite compassion and understanding, moves like a gentle tide to help us heal from such painful mistakes, offering us proof time and again that we exist within a cosmic embrace that both shelters and protects us through even our darkest hours. In this particular situation, the universe extends its protective energy in two directions, wrapping both you and the one who caused your heartbreak in its loving guidance. This person, who once held your heart so carelessly, who played with your deepest feelings as if they were mere trinkets, broke something sacred within you. Yet they moved through their actions unconsciously, unaware of the magnitude of the mistake they were making until the damage had already been done, until it was far too late to simply take back their words or undo their choices. Now, in the quiet moments of their solitude, they find themselves wandering through memories of what was and what could have been. They are consumed by a deep sense of remorse that settles in their chest like a stone, accompanied by waves of nostalgia that wash over them when they least expect it. This is not a comfortable place for a soul to dwell, caught between regret and longing, between the desire to make amends and the fear of reopening old wounds. Yet within this darkness there exists a glimmer of hope, a possibility for redemption and healing that could very well involve you playing a central role in their journey back to wholeness. Let me speak this truth clearly so it resonates in the deepest chambers of your heart. The person who broke your heart now wishes with every fiber of their being that they could turn back the hands of time. They would give anything to undo the damage, to rewrite those painful chapters, to make things right between you once again. They carry your memory like a constant companion, wondering how they could have been so blind, so careless with something as precious as your love. Think back to that moment when your heart shattered. How did you react when this person's actions sent your world spinning into chaos? For most souls who have experienced the devastating pain of a broken heart, the wound runs deeper than mere disappointment or sadness. When you have opened yourself completely, when you have committed your entire being to someone, and devoted every ounce of your emotional energy to building something beautiful together, only to have those feelings trampled upon without regard or consideration, the experience becomes one of the most challenging tests life can offer. For those fortunate enough to have not yet encountered the most harrowing and soul-crushing moments that life can deliver, a broken heart can feel like witnessing the complete collapse of everything they believed to be true and stable. The pain radiates through every aspect of existence, coloring every thought, every breath, every attempt to move forward. The world itself seems to lose its luster, its meaning, its promise of joy and connection. Yet, regardless of the intensity of your pain in those dark moments, regardless of how completely you may have felt destroyed or abandoned. There can be absolutely no question that you received treatment that was far beneath what you deserved. Whether this person deliberately strung you along, knowing full well the impact of their actions, or whether they moved through their choices with a startling lack of awareness about the damage they were causing, the end result remains the same. They made decisions that served their own interests or confusion, and you were left to suffer the consequences of their lack of care or consideration. It is true that having feelings for someone does not automatically entitle us to receive their love and affection in return. The heart wants what it wants, and we cannot force or demand reciprocal feelings from another soul. However, in your specific situation, you deserved so much more than what you received. You deserved honesty, respect, and genuine consideration. You deserved a real chance to explore what could have blossomed between you, an opportunity that was never truly granted to you. The heartbreak that followed was not an inevitable outcome, but rather something that could have been easily avoided if this person had possessed even a basic level of emotional intelligence and compassion. They lacked tact, sensitivity, and awareness of how their actions might affect another human being. Perhaps they were too consumed with their own concerns and distractions to notice the damage they were inflicting, or perhaps they simply did not care enough at the time to consider how their choices might impact you. Either way, they wielded far too much influence over your emotional well-being, and the result was a devastating situation that left you picking up the pieces of your shattered trust and hope. It is completely understandable if you still feel tender about these experiences, if certain memories still have the power to make you wince or withdraw. The circumstances were stacked against you from the beginning, and the playing field was never level or fair. You entered into the situation with an open heart and genuine intentions, while they approached it with carelessness or indecision that ultimately proved destructive. However, the universe has always possessed a remarkable ability to use the element of timing to weave souls together in ways that transcend our human understanding. While your connection may have ended in pain and disappointment in the past, the present moment always carries within it the seeds of transformation and new possibilities. This person who once caused you such anguish is now tormented by the possibility of reaching out to you, of somehow bridging the gap that their past actions created. As the one responsible for breaking your heart, they face an almost impossible dilemma. How does someone approach another person they have wronged so deeply? How do they find the words to express their remorse when they were the architect of such pain? How are they supposed to communicate their true feelings now, when they gave you such a difficult and challenging experience in the past? These are profound questions that require deep soul searching and courage to even contemplate, let alone act upon. These are exactly the kinds of questions that your guardian angels encourage you to explore during your quiet moments of meditation and reflection following this message. If you were to place yourself in this person's position for a moment, if you had to find a way to reach out to someone whose heart you had broken in the past, how would you approach such a delicate and potentially explosive situation? Would you even consider attempting such a reunion, or would the weight of your past actions feel too heavy to overcome? It is perfectly natural if you do not have immediate answers to such complex questions. Sometimes the wisdom we seek only emerges after we have sat with the uncertainty for a while. allowing our deeper knowing to surface through patient introspection and honest self-examination. After all, you understand the landscape of your own heart better than anyone else possibly could, and the answers that matter most will come from that sacred space within you. Your guardian angels want nothing but the absolute best for your life and your happiness, and they offer you this reassurance. No matter what choice you ultimately make regarding this situation, you stand to benefit from the experience. The very fact that this person is now consumed with regret over the way they treated you is the universe's way of showing you that the cosmic scales are tilting in your favor. Justice and balance are being restored, even if you cannot yet see the full picture of how this will unfold. At the end of the day, the universe has a way of ensuring that each of us receives exactly what we deserve, though it always operates with our highest good and best interests as its guiding principle. If you harbor any concerns that receiving what you deserve might somehow bring negative consequences into your life, rest assured that the universe is constantly seeking new ways to improve your circumstances, to bring more joy, love, and fulfillment into your experience. There is a strong possibility that this person will find the courage to confront you about what happened between you sooner rather than later. Their impulsiveness and urgency around this matter reveals just how deeply they regret their past actions and how desperately they wish to make amends. The intensity of their remorse is actually a positive sign, indicating that their feelings are genuine and their desire for reconciliation comes from an authentic place of growth and understanding. In preparation for what may come, your angels remind you that forgiveness is one of the highest virtues a soul can embody, especially when significant blessings and opportunities are on the horizon. The keys to unlocking good fortune often lie in our ability to forgive past hurts and to release the grudges that keep us tethered to old pain. This does not mean forgetting the lessons we have learned or pretending that past injuries never occurred, but rather choosing to free ourselves from the burden of carrying resentment forward into our future. Considering that this was the person who broke your heart so completely, do you believe there could be any possibility of genuine reconciliation if they were to approach you with true remorse and a sincere desire to make things right? Do you think there might still be a path forward for the two of you, a way to build something new from the ashes of what was destroyed? Your guardian angels seem to believe that such possibilities exist, but ultimately everything depends on your current situation and how content you are with the state of your life as it stands today. Given everything that has transpired and the weight of regret this person now carries, they are prepared to push themselves to the very limits of their courage and vulnerability to try to win you back. At the very minimum, they desperately wish to be on speaking terms with you again, to somehow find their way back into your life in whatever capacity you might allow. The universe presents several different possibilities for how this situation might unfold, though much depends on whether you choose to accept or reject their eventual request for reconnection. If you find yourself in a place of genuine happiness and satisfaction with your current relationships, particularly if you are involved with someone else, then this person's return could potentially disrupt the beautiful foundation you have built. In such cases, it might be wisest to maintain your boundaries and leave the past where it belongs, especially if you are already committed to another partner who brings you joy and fulfillment. On the other hand, if you are currently single and open to new possibilities, the dynamics shift considerably. This person will likely feel even more encouraged to reach out to you, sensing an opportunity to repair what was broken and to try to patch together the pieces of what once existed between you. As for timing, this reconnection could very well occur within the next few weeks, though the exact moment remains somewhat uncertain due to the internal struggle this person is experiencing. Their guilt and fear may cause them to start and stop multiple times, beginning to reach out only to lose their nerve halfway through and decide to wait for what they perceive to be a better moment or opportunity. The beautiful truth is that no specific action is required on your part to make the most of this situation. You need not orchestrate or manipulate anything. Your role is simply to remain open to the signs and synchronicities that the universe will provide to guide you through whatever unfolds. Speaking of signs, your angels encourage you to pay close attention to the behavior patterns of those around you, especially if you currently have a romantic partner. They may begin to feel restless and uncomfortable without understanding why, sensing on some level the shift in energy that this person's potential return represents. If you are already in a strong, committed relationship, this unease in your partner serves as confirmation that entertaining this reconnection might not serve your highest good. Additionally, you may notice a guardian spirit appearing in the form of an animal that seems particularly drawn to your presence. A dog that appears to be lost or without a clear home may begin wandering around your neighborhood or workplace, consistently showing up in your vicinity as if it has been assigned to watch over you during this time of potential change and decision making. Whatever form these signs may take, if you remain attentive and open to receiving guidance, you will recognize them when they appear. This awareness will help you mentally and emotionally prepare yourself for whatever revelations or opportunities are approaching, allowing you to respond from a place of centered wisdom rather than reactive surprise. Through all of this cosmic orchestration, your good fortune is approaching more quickly than you might expect. This is truly an auspicious and blessed time in your life's journey, a period when you may witness significant progress and positive developments in multiple areas, including any business endeavors or professional pursuits you have been nurturing. Use this message as a balm for your weary spirit, a reminder that you are never alone in your struggles or your triumphs. The universe maintains a constant vigil over your welfare, always working behind the scenes to arrange circumstances in ways that serve your highest good and greatest happiness. Trust in this divine protection and guidance as you navigate whatever choices and opportunities lie ahead. Type 333 to claim this message and all the blessings it contains as your own sacred inheritance. To amplify and multiply these blessings even further, consider sharing this message with 5 other souls who could also benefit from this guidance and support, creating a ripple effect of healing and hope that extends far beyond your own experience into the lives of others who need to hear the words of comfort and possibility.